Hi, I'm Calvin, and today I'm going to be walking you through the Max 16150, a nano-power push-button on-off controller and battery freshness seal. When you have a battery-powered device that's in standby mode, or when the device is off, the battery is still connected to the system, and the system is drawing a small current from that battery. Over time, this will mean that the battery will degrade and will need to be replaced. Whether it's a medical device that's in storage for long periods of time, a battery-powered toy that's being flown across the world and needs to be turned on the instant that's taken out of the box, or an activity monitor where battery life is of critical importance, Maxim provides an extremely efficient and great solution through the Max 16150 to this issue. Let me take you through some of its features now. The Max 16150 can reduce the supply current down to nearly 20 nanoamperes when the battery-powered device is in standby mode, which means that the battery life of that device is going to be greatly increased. The second thing is that the Max 16150 comes in a very small WLP package and also has an implemented debouncing functionality, which means that the solution size is going to be really, really small. The third thing is that it's able to generate interrupts of different lengths, and it's able to turn on and off, all with just one push button. So that means that the functionality is all condensed to just that one button, which is great news for designers out there. And also the battery is able to provide a very robust input, which means that it has up to 15K of ESP protection. And finally, it's able to work with a big range of voltages. It's able to work between 1.3 and 5.5 supply voltage, which means it's able to work with a bunch of different devices, and it's also able to work with a lot of those devices on the lower end as well as the high end. So that's enough for the features. Let me walk you through this demo, show you how it works.
All right, so in this board, we have our coin cell battery that we will test. Additionally, we have an external battery powering our display, which will show the current being drawn from the coin cell battery. And finally, there's a push button right here to interact with the device. That push button is multi-purpose, so it'll allow you to go from standby to active mode and can also act as the logic signal to control a regulator, which generates an interrupt. It can also reset the device back to standby mode. Now, upon startup, the device is set to a standby mode, and right now the supply current is hovering around 1.406 nanoamps. Normally, battery-powered devices in standby mode leak much more current, anywhere from 500 nanoamps up to even 1 microamp. So you can clearly see that the Max 16150 allows for your devices to be extremely efficient when not in use. Now, holding down the push button for 2 seconds immediately switches the device from operating in standby mode to active mode. So you can see that the current that's being drawn right now is 20.14 milliamps. The Max 16150 not only will improve your battery life, but still retains the ability to switch on a battery-powered device very quickly. The push button can also generate interrupt pulse output changes in a load time of 32 milliseconds. Holding the push button down for an additional 2 seconds generates a pulse, which then results in an LED being lit right here. You can do this additional 2 other times. I'll just do it one more time for the sake of our demo. There you go. So you can see that the push button is currently configured to a 2-second debounce timing, but can also be configured to a 50 millisecond debounce timing. This is just showcasing how the device can perform multiple functions with just a single button. Let's go ahead and reset the device back to standby mode. We can additionally press clear, or we can hold down the push button for 8 seconds. And as you can see, the supply current is now down to 1.406 nanoamps. Any battery-powered device that may need to go back into storage or needs to be shipped again can still benefit from the Max 16150 over the course of its working life.
That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching.